Mikel Arteta's profile. Mikel Arteta has had an on and off relationship with Arsenal Football Club. He captained against Arsenal. He captained Arsenal. He was assistant manager against Arsenal. And is the current manager for Arsenal FC. There is no way to talk about Arteta without talking about his master, Pep Guardiola. In this video we will look at the case of the development of an apprentice ready to compete with the master. Watch until the end of the video to know the amazing story of Arteta. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and comment. Pep Guardiola is arguably one of the best coaches in the world. He is a tactical genius, cleverly outthinking and outplaying his opponents with his wizardry football ingenuity. He is referred to as the bald fraud. He has won 3 Spanish league titles and 2 Champions League titles at Barcelona. He won 3 league titles and 2 German Cups at Bayern Munich. At Manchester City, he has continued to find success, especially domestically, winning 9 major titles including 4 Premier League titles. There is no doubt that Pep Guardiola is a sharp thinker, charismatic and a natural leader. He robs off his knowledge and charisma on those around him, most especially those that work under him or for him. So, apart from the success he has recorded as a coach, Pep has been known to influence and tutor top-level coaches that are now making giant strides in their respective clubs. Some apprentices that have worked under Pep Guardiola the master include Xavi, Erik ten Hag, Mikel Arteta. Some of the apprentices are now taking the challenge to the master, notably Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta is being compared to Pep Guardiola as the two share some striking similarities. Mikel Arteta is also Spanish, a sharp thinker, charismatic, good-looking, and also he has a good fashion sense like Pep Guardiola. Tactically they both like to play football in the same way, by playing attacking football or attacking the channels and defending in the same way. Mikel Arteta's impact so far at Arsenal shows how he has been able to combine the knowledge gained from the master Pep Guardiola and his own natural analytical skills, strong work ethics, tactical excellence and eye for details to make Arsenal better and become competitive again. Arteta's success so far is also proof of what patience and stability in a job by giving a manager some time to implement his ideas in a team can do. Is the apprentice ready to compete against the master? Arteta has shaped his side based on his master's principles, which is based on passing out from the back and control of possession. Mikel Arteta credits the impact of Pep Guardiola on his development. He said regarding Pep, "He was a big part of my development as a person. A lot of the experiences I have gone through have been next to him. It was a privilege to work with him and of course I took a lot of things on board. I have known him since my time as a young player at Barcelona and I have learned a lot of things from his time in management." Arsenal have undergone a huge transformation by Mikel Arteta. Like a magician, he has turned an average and underperforming team into a magnificent team. He has been able to conjure a team with robust and free-flowing football by blending youth with a core of experience in the team. The team is flying high and flying better and gunning down all the teams in England. Last season, 2021-2022, Arsenal were on the brink of qualifying for the Champions League but just fell short due to probably lack of experience and lack of winning mentality in the team. Arsenal eventually finished the 2021-2022 season in the 5th position. Arteta has been able to solve that problem by bringing into the Arsenal team Gabriel Jesus and Alexander Zinchenko, who are experienced players and were serial winners at Manchester City. These players have had a huge impact in the team and adding quality into the team. After retiring from football, Arteta was appointed as an assistant coach at Manchester City in July 2016 as an apprentice under Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola, and was part of the coaching team that was crowned Premier League champions in 2017-18 with a record 100 points. As an assistant coach, Arteta won 2 Premier League crowns, an FA Cup, and 2 EFL Cups while at Manchester City. In his debut season in 2020 as Arsenal manager, he won the English FA Cup. Arsenal's form before Mikel Arteta took over the final few seasons of Arsène Wenger as Arsenal manager were awful, horrible and disgraceful, with the fans calling for the Frenchman to be sacked. He eventually stepped down as Arsenal manager in 2018. Unai Emery took over, but the club recorded an unsuccessful stint under him. The club did not seem to progress under the Spaniard, and even the team became a laughingstock by other teams. Arsenal's squad was in terrible form before Arteta took over. The club had players way below the quality and standard expected from the Arsenal team due to how huge and successful the club had become during former coach Arsene Wenger's heyday. A new page with Arsenal? Mikel Arteta became Arsenal manager on the 20th of December 2019. From Arteta's first starting lineup in the Premier League, which was a 1-1 draw with Bournemouth, only 2 members remain on the team sheet 3 years on. They are Bukayo Saka and Granit Xhaka. Mikel Arteta has brought about a complete overhaul of personnel in the team after 3 years in the club. He has brought into the team Aaron Ramsdale, Takahiro Tomiyasu, Ben White, Nuno Tavares, Sambi Lokonga and Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Magalhaes and Thomas Partey, who are tailored to the Spaniard's playing style. His blueprint is now more visible. Recently, more recruitment has been done by the Spaniard to bolster the squad, which include Jorginho and Trossard. Preferred playing style. Arsenal playing style under Mikel Arteta is observed to be 4-3-3, but off the ball, the team defends in a 4-4-2 formation, with the team designed to have an aggressive and pressing style. The full-backs are tasked with the duties to aggressively press to win the ball back. On the ball, Mikel Arteta implements a positional play approach where the team in possession take up positions all over the pitch to attempt to gain numerical advantages. Arsenal's attacking players switch positions and move from zone to zone in the final third. Arteta's coaching and man management style. Arteta had no managerial experience before taking the Arsenal job. A lot of people have credited his managerial philosophy to be similar to that of Pep Guardiola, but he had been developing and nurturing his coaching style while still a footballer. He had learnt some important coaching and management styles from his former manager Arsene Wenger. He was often called "coach" by his teammates. In 2014, while he was still a footballer at Arsenal, Mikel Arteta spoke about his vision for his own managerial style and philosophy. When he was asked about his managerial style and philosophy if he became a manager, "My philosophy will be clear. I will have everyone 120% committed. That's the first thing. If not, you don't play for me. When it's time to work, it's time to work, and when it's time to have fun, then I'm the first one to do it, but that commitment is vital. Then I want football to be expressive, entertaining. I cannot have a concept of football where everything is based on the opposition. We have to dictate the game, we have to be the ones taking the initiative, and we have to entertain the people coming to watch us. I'm 100% convinced of those things, and I think I could do it." David Luiz, who once played under Mikel Arteta, described Mikel Arteta's philosophy as impressive. David Luiz said, "His philosophy is the way I love to play football, and that makes it easy for me to adapt to. We try to dominate and control possession, and try winning the ball back as soon as we lose it. This is the idea I really love when I play football. I think Mikel is just trying to organize us every single day in the details, to make the quality of our work even better." However, Arteta's ability to manage big egos and superstar footballers is still being questioned. A number of people questioned the way he handled Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the former Arsenal captain, by stripping him of the team's captaincy for disciplinary actions. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang eventually left Arsenal for Barcelona and has subsequently joined Chelsea. Aubameyang said in a video after he left the club, "Big characters and big players, he can't deal with it. He needs some young players who don't say anything, they listen." Mikel Arteta has been magical and transformational in his work at Arsenal, as he is imposing his philosophy in the team, and the results are there for everyone to see. As Arsenal has spent more time this season at top of the table than any other team and seem to be title contenders for the season. There is still a lot to play for this season, and the focus is on Arteta to roll out more magic that he's got up his sleeves, and on his Arsenal team to prove they are genuine title contenders. It has really shown that Mikel Arteta has developed as a manager and is ready to take up the challenge to his master, using everything he has learned from the master and his own ingenuity to compete for titles. We will like to know what you guys think about this. Make sure to leave a comment, and also please like, share, and subscribe.